Hello, hello, beautiful people. Happy 313, March 13th. I love today's 4-word inspirational calendar theme. Ready for this? Good things take time. How about that? Short and sweet. So freaking true, right? Kind of hard to be patient sometimes because, we're addicts and all. But just keep that in mind. Good things do take time. We are going to chat about... it looks like we're going to chat about knowledge today. So Francis Bacon says, knowledge is power. When we were actively addicted, we didn't know what was wrong with us. We tried to control our addiction over and over again, always failing. When we began to recover, we knew we had to surrender, to admit we were powerless, but we didn't know how to go on from there, how to live our lives to maintain sobriety. The next step was listening to people in our 12-step groups tell their stories. They told us their secrets, their successes, their failures. They told us how they were changing their lives. We accepted the help and support of a higher power. We were becoming spiritual. We read books and pamphlets about addiction and slowly acquired the tools to live without chemicals or compulsive behaviors. As we become more confident in recovery, we test our powers more each day, learning from each effort how to handle situations in the future. Early in recovery, we knew almost nothing. Over time, we learned how to change our lives from pain and misery to hope and joy and new growth. For us, knowledge is power indeed. Today, help me to be open to new ideas and experiences that can further enrich my life. Well, I think you have the biggest advocate for continued learning and gaining knowledge in your ear right now. I think you guys know how much of an advocate I am for this and how strongly I believe in this. I had a conversation with my counselor about the GA principle of, is knowing why you gambled important? And I had said to her, I had my first round of clean time, which was a couple years, and then probably 2 years into the almost 4 now, I believed that. And as I've done the show, as I've talked to more experts, as I've gone to more groups, as I've learned things outside of recovery that help my recovery, such as spirituality and meditation and business principles even, all that knowledge has gotten me to a little bit different place where I don't think that's the only way to think. Do I think that knowing why we gambled is important for everyone? Yes. But I don't think that that's a question that needs to be answered until it's time to be answered. I don't think it's something that a newcomer should be focused on. I think that in the beginning, we have to just survive, and we don't know what we don't know. And like I said, it took me 4 years. 4 years of pretty active recovery to figure out that my new belief system as of today, when I'm recording this, when I'm talking to you, because I know that this could possibly evolve like most things as I gain more knowledge and understanding of different things, or as my belief system changes by the people that I listen to. But I believe that everybody should get to the root of why they were gambling, so that way they can heal the wounds and not be threatened by relapse down the road. That's what I believe today. Now, it may change and I could be wrong. It's just where I landed, but that came from the education and the knowledge. The other thing, as this talked about being in groups and stuff, if you're someone who's out there on the search, maybe you're still gambling, when you go to a room, or if you listen to the show, you're looking for knowledge, right? And I think the piece that maybe we don't talk about enough, or maybe it's hard to do because when we're in that place, we're really in attitude thinking, is that if the knowledge is there, Are we being open-minded enough to consume it? Are we listening to hear the real message or the real, I don't want to say solution, but you're not the first problem gambler that's ever walked this earth. And you don't have to learn all the stuff the hard way. I've spent a lot of money this last year on hiring coaches and people that are further ahead in life in the topics I'm learning about. So what do I mean? So for example, I'm working with a fella that's an expert on affiliate marketing. It's not important that you understand what that is, but I didn't really know much about it. And it involves all kinds of technology, all kinds of creative, all these aspects that essentially what I'm paying him for is not to do it for me, but to teach me what he's learned over the last X amount of years and speed up my progress because I'm using his experience to get me to the end zone quicker. That's what I'm trying to say. And you have that ability if you trust in some of the wisdom or knowledge or perspective of other people in the rooms. Now, I'm not saying everybody you hear is going to be right. That's why they have slogans like take what you need and leave the rest. But I'm asking you to just expand your horizons on what it is you're taking. Are you being really open-minded about what people are saying? Is there things that resonate in your story that you can take someone else's experience and save yourself a whole lot of heartache, headache, whatever, drama, whatever the things are? When you're around people that are moving the needle in their recovery, that look like they have some sense of serenity and purpose and a better life than when they were gambling, are you really listening? Are you listening, or are you in these environments and going in with a I know it all attitude? I mean, you wouldn't be the first to do that either. As far as other knowledge, I'm always preaching different books to you guys or different podcasts or just different things that expand our horizon. My counselor also says that I'm always like trying to learn, because we were talking about how I observe people, and especially in leadership roles, I'm kind of watching what they're doing and how they help people or how they encourage people or the things they say, because there's so much I don't know. Like, I almost wish I could live another 200 years to learn all the things that I want to learn about. Isn't quite possible, but that's part of why I like listen to books and meditations when I sleep, so that hopefully I'm absorbing it somewhere. But use the tools, take advantage of the knowledge that's there. Don't let it just sit there. I have my beliefs about, we hear the messages when we need to, and I'm not trying to rush anybody's journey, and light bulbs go on as they're supposed to, when they're supposed to, and I believe in all that stuff still, but maybe this is part of that process, is by me encouraging you to listen a little harder and do a little bit more learning and giving yourself more knowledge. This is why I don't talk about politics, okay? This is just what showed up for me. I don't choose to spend a lot of time educating myself on politics because I think that it would be a rabbit hole of knowledge. Like, I could never consume it all to be educated enough. And I can only imagine how my beliefs would change as I go along. I'm not promoting being ignorant to stuff, but the knowledge that I want in recovery has to do more with what impacts me. And it kind of goes back to good old serenity prayer. What can I control? Because if I spent 30 hours a week watching the news, especially like last year, how can I control that? I can't control it. I can't do much to move the needle. I mean, aside from voting and maybe writing letters to politicians, But in the grand scheme of things, I can't move the needle in my life and take control of all of that. So it doesn't serve me. However, if I read 5 books a week or a road trip or whatever, and it has to do with my actions and my behaviors and my self-reflection and being open-minded to tools that might help me progress in life or my recovery, then that's something I can do something about. So there's a difference in those two things. And I'm sorry if just saying the word politics probably created some reaction in our bodies for those of you who are very passionate about it. And I'm not trying to discount that or stir anything up, but it was the only example that popped in my head at that time. So go out, learn something new today and every day. Even if it's one, positive quote on the internet or one page of a book. We've been talking a lot lately about taking action. If you read one page today and one page tomorrow, at least a year from now, you might finish a book where if you don't read any pages, you're not getting anywhere. That's it. Or just continue to show up with me and I'll continue to read to you for a while. All right, beautiful people. I hope you have a fantastic day and I will talk to you soon.